Hero Club presents Los Ingobernables de Tokusatsu. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Lit Podcast, better known as Los Ingobernables de Tokusatsu. I am one of your hosts and creators of this podcast, Wheelchair21, and joining me right now is Visible Ninja, who's making that weird, loud, booming, cracking sound.
Sorry about that, I was adjusting my microphone.
You were trying to adjust it. And also Project RDM. Later in the episode, we will be joined by SoundOut 12, since we still have our last pre-recorded discussion. He was supposed to be on tonight, at least for the news segment, but, I don't know what happened. I'm guessing he got smashed on wine bottles again, or he's smashing...
Being Dirty Mike right now, that's why.
Yeah, probably. Dirty Mike and the Boys. And if you don't get that reference, go watch Other Guys. It's actually a good comedy movie. That should have gotten a sequel, but instead we got Dads and Dads 2.
Has anybody seen Dark on his wooden gun?
I don't know. I can always just check Facebook and or Twitter and Instagram.
Or it's somebody's birthday, then he'll appear.
That is a fact. That is a fact. If it's a birthday, he makes it an obligation to show up, unless you're Visible Ninjas, which he did not show up for that one. These are facts, people. These are facts. Check the Skype call history.
McGregor once said, "Fuck that guy," right, Metal?
Right.
Nevertheless, on this episode of Lit, the funny thing about it is we barely have any news. Lately, news has been very freaking slow for Tokusatsu. Like, we've had some minor things, we've had some major things, we've had some nothing at all, and weird tapping in the background. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's Project.
Yep.
Oh, whoa, how dare you?
Well, it's not me, so...
Well, it's either Project or a dog, but nevertheless...
Because I'm counting my Power Morphicon money.
Yeah, that Power Morphicon money.
Money,
You got your
money,
savings in your checking.
Dollar.
I'm going to Kelowna Comic Con now, sorry.
The what?
Dollar.
The what and the what and where was where? What?
Hey man, Kelowna Comic-Con.
4-hour drive.
Moving on, yes. Anyways, for our lit list this week, we only have two pieces of news. One is the first official broadcast of an Ultraman series, another Shout Factory Super Sentai DVD release, and then we're going to go to our discussion, which is a pseudo-sequel to our first discussion on music a couple of weeks ago, how to score music. This time we're going to talk about songs that shape us, how insert songs actually prove to be a huge part in, Tokusatsu, whether it be people who enjoy it however they may, whether it be like their workout music, whether they be other aesthetics in life, and so on and so forth. But like I said, we got to do that news. And for that Ultra news, Olympusat Inc., I think they're a part of the Comcast family. Their channel TOKU, which has aired several Ultraman programs before, as well as Gridman, is going to be airing April 23rd from that point on to July 20th. Ultraman Cosmos. It will be replacing Ultraman Gaia on the time slot at 7 p.m., and it's going to air all 65 episodes of the series, and then be later distributed to their deal with Amazon and other streaming providers. However, their deal with other streaming providers is a little sketchy and a little pain in the ass, because you got to pay on top of already paying for your subscription fee. Nevertheless, Visible Ninja, I'm going to go to you first. What's your thoughts on Cosmos coming to America?
Well, it's an Ultra series I haven't seen, but, more Ultra, being available for people to watch is never a bad thing. I mean, it's not. Like, if I was able to watch it somehow, I would, but I'm kind of not able to, so, But, like I said, like more Ultra, legally in North America is never a bad thing.
All right, and does anyone also recall this is also the series where the lead actor held up the series because he got arrested for I believe, an assault case, but the case was eventually thrown out after 2 months when there was shown to be no evidence of actual assault. However, because it is Japan, there's still that asterisk on his career.
Asterisk.
As soon as the word alleged shows up next to your name, you're pretty much kind of hooped.
Which is funny though, because he's been brought back several times for other Ultra, special features. And
yeah, but what else has he done after besides Ultra?
I think he's been in a few high-profile dramas actually, but I don't recall which ones.
As a main character or as a side character, Wheels, or as a guest? If not main character, then he didn't do anything.
I wouldn't say he was the protagonist character in the dramas, but I believe he was in the, initial main cast. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time he did a lot of his more known, I think, dramas, it was already couple of years after Cosmos. It was like 5 or 7 years, because Cosmos was like 2001, I think the show was. Oh no, it was 2002, and I think most of his dramas that he's done now were like 2009 dramas. You know what I'm saying? So he was cast as the big brother or the uncle character, I think. I could be wrong. I mean, I can go check his filmography later, but I ain't got the time for this shit. Then for the next Shout Factory release, this is what's funny, is most of the Shout Factory releases always get spoiled by Amazon listings. Amazon is the #1 place now to find out when is the next Sentai coming over. And by that proxy, they're going in chronological order, so we know the next Sentai coming out is Mirai Sentai Timeranger, the 24th Sentai series in the franchise. In addition, it was adapted into Power Rangers Time Force. And the cool thing about it is it's going to be at $59.97 for its price. However, due to later cuts and the price is getting slashed down, it's probably going to be about $49.99 or even $39.99, depending on basic retail, and then eventually Black Friday sales will drop it down to like $26.99. You know how it all rolls when it comes out. It's going to be releasing on July 31st, 2018, so right before Power Morphicon, this baby's going to be busting out. And, maybe if Power Morphicon decides to bring over some Time Ranger guys, which I doubt they will, because they seem to be doing this thing where they're going in order of how they bring their guests, so it'll be like Jew Ranger, Die Ranger, Kaku Ranger, or what they might do is maybe rotate some of the guys out a year. We don't know that for sure, but that's what's going on. And speaking of which, we've seen Time Ranger just recently, so Ninja, back to you. Your thoughts on that?
Oh god! Like again, Time Ranger is just a completely great series. Like Wheelchair said, we watched it for my Ninja Talks Tokusatsu kind of talk show there, and yeah, Time Ranger is just a dynamite series. And once again, being legally available in the U.S. is an absolutely great thing. So it's definitely great, and people can really kind of like what we did when we were watching it, because there are elements that are pretty much translated one-to-one into Time Force, but there are also a lot of stuff that is not. So it's one of those things where it's interesting to see what was kind of directly translated and what was kind of changed. So definitely on my list.
This is one of those official releases where I think most fans need to have it. This is like a must-buy for all fans. Project, your thoughts on Time Ranger?
Cool, I can finally watch it with subs.
It's already out with subs, though. Fan subs.
Come on, Wheels.
It was TV Nihon.
You know where I go. You know where I go for my subs.
Yeah, so, TV Nihon.
Did he finish
Which
it?
is funny, because most
I have the entire series
groups,
from them.
Which is funny, because most fan sub groups, I think, have already pulled their Time Ranger subs.
No, I think TV Nihon keeps it up until at least a month before.
Oh yeah, until release date. Then they pull them.
Either they take it down when it's licensed or before it's street.
Yeah, I don't know if it's when it's first announced or if it's like you said, like a month before it comes out.
I know with anime, you have to take it down as soon as it's licensed normally.
Like immediately.
Normally.
Yeah.
That's how that's
you get murked and hunted down that way.
Yeah. With Tokusatsu, I think they've waited except for Guys in
Until it's officially
Spandex.
licensed.
Yeah. Like Guys in Spandex took down
release, I think, Wheels.
Yeah. Like Guys in Spandex takes down theirs like within a month, as soon as it's announced.
Mm-hmm.
But I think TV Nihon normally waits at least a month or two before it's released. And the one thing I'm looking forward to about this thing is just the fact that a lot of people always just say, oh, Time Ranger is a complete copy and paste. It's really not. There's a lot more character-driven stories. There's a more dynamic story in there overall. They are missing some elements that I think Time Ranger did obviously better. And what's funny enough is that two guys that I know that are big, like, I guess pseudo-big-time Sentai bloggers, Shogo Bastard, and then this other guy, Akatsuki Sean or whatever. Like, I'll say this right now, Akatsuki Sean, a lot of people that I know in the community don't really favor him in some regards, because he's always bashing Power Rangers, and he's always huffing and puffing that Sentai is the superior show. Other times, he actually has a good point on why Sentai is a good show, where Shogo Bastard seems to normally hit the nail straight on the head when it comes to his descriptions.
I was gonna say, like Shogo definitely knows what he's talking about, but he definitely seems a little more like
unbiased.
One of those crusty older fans that's like, that nothing's been good since like 1989.
I don't know, like he seems a little bit more unbiased though, like I said. But anyways, the reason why I wanted to bring them up briefly was because they also depict and discussed one of the biggest issues and one of the best pros about Timeranger. Effectively, like they both hit the nail on the head on why ISA is a great character and one of the worst characters in that Sentai team. ISA is a cool, badass character with a backstory with a crazy illness that's killing him. However, the problem with the show is the actor that portrays ISA is a pretty much reanimated corpse.
Yeah, he's a little wooden.
He's really stiff. And that's one of the biggest problems. When you transition to the Timeranger, Lucas had nothing to do, and here's the funny thing. I've seen other, Michael Capon's, acting. He's not that bad of an actor. It just seems like everyone just likes to give him shitty roles, and his first shitty role that anyone can ever think about is Lucas from Time Force. Not the direct-to-DVD sequel of
You know why he's a good actor? He dated a Kardashian and made it look like he actually enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, because he dated Kim, briefly, if I remember right.
You know what, Project? I'm going to quote that and tweet it at him. Watch that be the reason we get followed by him.
The only other reason I remember that is because all the tabloids kept getting wrong what Ranger he was.
No, do you know what my other favorite one was? Was when the kid from the Sakadilla episode was saying he's a big star on Power Rangers. All the photos either showed Austin St. John, Steve Cardenas, or Lucas from Time Force, or Chad from Lightspeed Rescue. Those were the 4 photos I always saw floating around. That one of those 4 killed those people when it was really the bratty little kid from Sakadilla.
Oh yeah, because it was the lines are oh, Power Rangers star, in court for murder. Oh, this was before the whole, Rick Medita thing, but he was making you sound like that maybe fucking, JDF straight up killed somebody.
No, it was always all the tabloids. Bitch. All the tabloids made it seem that it was Austin St. John, Steve Cardenas, Michael Coupon, or the guy who played Chad. Because early allegations, the kid said he was the Blue Ranger. He straight up said that. And that also means that by default, probably Blake Foster was probably on the list of suspects. Because if you think about the age,
looks like these days, I could believe it. But
when you compare his age to the kid that was on the show, I think that's why they should have made more accusations that it was Blake in the tabloids, because him and the kid the kid who grew up to be the murderer is about the same age as Blake.
Glorious.
But nevertheless, though, Timeranger's coming out, and I wanted to bring it up before Metal started really, shitting on Shogo Bastard, when I was actually just saying one of them is more than the other.
Well, I'm not shitting on him, but
I'm just saying, because I prefer Shogo Bastard.
He has a reputation.
I'm just saying, I think Shogo Bastard is, better than the other one that I brought up, because, like I said, the fandom more or less prefers Shogo over Akatsuki. That's all I can say. Nevertheless, though, yeah, that's our news for this week, and now we'll move on to our freaking discussion with me, Project and Soundout. This time we're going to be doing the sequel to How to Score Music, which Soundout wanted to talk about insert songs. This episode is technically called The Songs That Shape Us, because other than background music and scores that can actually set a tone of inspiration when you want to draw, write, or get your emotions flowing when you're watching the show, the insert songs actually are kind of a method of hyping you up for the action in the shows, or hyping you up in your natural life, whether it be your workout music, whether it be the music you listen to when you're driving in the car, or whether you're using it as your background stuff when you're streaming, whether you're drawing or playing games, whatnot. These are the things that give you that motivation, that drive to continue. And we're going to talk about specific songs that we like. We're going to talk about songs that, mean something to us. And we're maybe going to actually, kind of dissect some of the songs if we can actually remember the lyrics by heart, which I doubt we're probably able to do that at this time of the night in which we're recording, since it's literally 4:20 a.m. Suck it.
Get lit.
This is the real way to get lit. Damn right. Too bad this isn't 4:20 on 4:20. Who knows? By the time this episode actually airs.
4:20 on June 9th.
Or wait, what? You know what? Fuck it. Anyways, who should start us off when it comes to music? Should we go to Project? Let's
roundtable this. Project names a song. We talk about the song, then we move to me. I name a song, talk about songs, etc.
All right, we'll just do something like that. Project, tell us a song that that speaks to you when it comes to Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Metal Hero, Godzilla movies, whatever. Tell us a song that specifically speaks to you.
Oh, Wheels, come on now. You know where I'm going to start with. Lord of the Speed by Rider Chips, Wheels from Kabuto.
Ah, yes, the actual song that I think fit the show better as an opening
The
than the.
actual open.
Yeah, that should have been the actual opening than the song we got.
Should have been the opening.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
you know
know.
what? Hey, but we're talking about insert songs, so it just works out.
Yeah,
It
like
works.
this can also be openings, I guess, too, and endings. But like this is one of the things where like, yeah, I remember Stan out saying he specifically wanted to also talk about like inserts too. So I mean, like, let's start with inserts and then we can go to openings and endings if we have to, because like
I
we're
think we
just.
should just stick to insert songs.
Yeah, that too, because like if we do openings, we're all just gonna be fangasming over like the same ones over and over again.
It just like, never end.
Don't say
Yeah.
no, just live more.
Like, yeah, we'll probably do an opening episode and an ending episode in the future. In the future, not immediately next episode. But yeah, no, look,
Reason why this song speaks to me is because again, Kabuto got me back into Kamen Rider after I don't know how many year hiatus. And put it this way, play that song while riding a motorcycle or a really fast car, you're gonna go faster.
yeah, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
sometimes listen to that song on a treadmill.
Yeah, I listen to that
I,
song when I work out, when I do like the cardio wheelchair hand pedal bikes that they usually use for physical therapy, to help people with their shoulder. I also like that song back in the day just because like it's one of those songs that I felt it fit me because I like speed. Whether I don't like Kamen Rider Kabuto, I just like going fast. Makes me feel alive. My heart beats in overdrive.
fast or like a drug.
I like going
Well,
fast. Makes me feel alive. My heart beats in overdrive. Card games on motorcycles.
We're drug free, man. Come on now.
thanks you can win, better lose.
Hero Club is drug free.
Then why
This
did we like
podcast is
meddle into it?
actually just drugged. You know?
Yeah, it's just drugged. There's something in the pudding, like
It
Barry's
sounds
pudding.
damn wine bottles every episode. He has a
Every
problem.
Hey,
episode
hey, hey,
has
hey, hey, man! Sound Out has to have wine in every episode, just like Keith has to have dragon's milk in every one of his.
Sound out. What are you, like a 23-year-old single woman? What's wrong with you?
You
okay?
never know.
Am I gonna have to
I'm
have
currently 22, but
what? Somebody
it's not
play
that
him.
I'm drinking the wine. I just want the bottle.
Somebody play him an intro song so he can get over his addiction.
How about
Addiction.
Niji no Crystal Sky from O Ranger? Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that's not bad.
Last episode, I said O Ranger was my least favorite Sentai. This episode, I'm like, yeah, it's probably like my favorite insert song ever.
It is 4 a.m., so you know.
Miracles can happen. I could start walking.
Wheels, come on now. We know you're pretend.
Ha ha ha! You're funny. So tell us more
Anyways,
about it, because I
Niji
haven't
no
heard the
Crystal
song in
Sky
years.
is amazing.
I've not heard this song in years, so remind us more about it. Like telling us like how it played out, worked out.
Da-da-da-da, O Ranger.
All right, can you at least put it more into the scene of when it first debuted, in a sense, like in the last episode? Like, give me a little bit more.
It came in like halfway through the show, and then basically got used in place of the opening theme song. Like anytime the opening theme of O Ranger would play, they would play Niji no Crystal Sky instead, which made me wonder, why didn't you just switch the opening halfway through?
Because they weren't Car Ranger yet. Come on now, fam.
Car Ranger did it 3 times.
Car Ranger does it a lot. Okay, we get the joke. They like to go fast, really fast. You know what I mean? Do you know what I means?
But yeah, Niji no Crystal Sky is amazing.
All right. This is, I think, what started this episode in the first place was because I was talking in the and how to score music in the last like 5 minutes of us before we wrapped up. We were actually talking about when it comes to insert songs, there's actual insert songs that either were never used or only like used once. And the one I wanted to bring up first is "Exterminate Time," which is called the Tribute to King. Because from what I remember reading about this song was that I think the instrumental of it plays like it was composed, but they didn't have the lyrics overlaid it yet in the stages, and so you can hear I think the song in one of the episodes where Dark Kiva attacks Jiro in the past, and then it just kind of fades out like because it's a really quick scene where he beats the crap out of Jiro, and then the song eventually comes out, and I think you could only hear the song "Exterminate Time" on the album. Like I don't even think they did it on the stage shows. Like because like when I've looked up Kiva stage shows, I don't think I've ever heard "Exterminate Time" played at those. Like I've heard all the other songs like "Roots of the King," "Supernova," "Fight for Justice," "Feel the Same," "Individual System." The Inherited System song that played in the Kiva movie, which was the song used by all of the Ixa users. Like you heard those performed, but I don't think you've ever heard "Exterminate Time" performed live in show, and you could only hear it on the soundtrack. And what I liked about the song was it feels like very sinister, but it also seems very empowering at the same time. While it talks about like bringing forth the end of the world and end of time. Like I just for some reason like think it's just like one of those weird masterpieces where it shouldn't be pumping you up in the sense of wanting to like do your normal day, your life, because it's actually talking about like I think bringing forth the end of the world and humanity, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think like it's just like when you hear like the dun 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 dun. Like a lot of people sometimes forget this song even exists, and I think it's mostly because, like I said, it doesn't have like a live performance or music video like Supernova does or Roots of the King, which are the more popular songs from Kiva. When I think about it, hell,
Yeah.
I know a friend of mine doesn't even know Feel the Same had a music video until last week. A friend of mine didn't even know, and they watched Kiva like a lot, and they did not know Feel the Same got one. The one that was just sung by what was it? The two girls. As you know, freaking Eeks is just standing around in a laser light rave show.
Yeah.
All right, Project, back to you.
What the heck is that? The one from Shinkenger. Damn it. What was
Which
it
one?
called? Actually, you know what? I like the Shinkendo song.
Oh, the one that's sung by Akira Kushida.
Yes.
Shinken.
I don't have.
Da 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 dun 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 dun.
It's just a very catchy song. Plus, it works with every form of Shinkendo, whatever form it takes.
Well, that's because I think they played that song with most of the form of when Shinkano was summoned outside of when they sung the one song for Samurai Hao was a combination of both the what is it? God, I can't think of its name. Mugo Daio and the actual song Samurai Hao. Because like the first song,
Oh yeah.
first half of the song is Mugai Daio, and then it switches over to Samurai Hao. It's similar to like when they did Bakuretsu Koryujin. It was actually the Plezuo theme song, and the last half is about Bakuretsu Koryujin.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, it's similar where it's like it's the mecha song, and then it changes to the combination song.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you ever listen carefully to if you listen ever to Plezuo's theme song again, listen to the very last like verse of the chorus of the of the second half of the song, instead of hearing Plezuon, you hear Bakuretsu Koryujin.
Oh, I'm gonna have to.
Yep.
And I think the Shinkenger theme you're thinking of was Fight Shinkenger for some reason. I feel like that's the one you're thinking of.
Probably.
But
That's
like
probably-
yeah, like Shinkano when I first heard it, I thought it was really like empowering of like a mecha combination. It doesn't help though that like how the mecha origamis run, they kind of make it feel like old school, 90s Sentai where you see like, the dinosaurs and the Thunder Zords and the Ninja Zords running alongside each other.
Yeah, it does.
And I think this is your turn.
So.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah, Project talked about Samurai that it was out the Shinkan's theme song and I was
Oh,
explaining.
sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was this big. This song's going to be one of the unused insert songs that's instrumental got used, and that would be Edge of Green from Kuga.
Yeah, that's one of the songs that like I tend to forget because like I don't think I had the soundtrack to a lot of these songs. Like you're the one who told me about them, and I was like, "What?" You're like, "Yeah, a lot of these songs were then adjusted to be insert songs or whatnot."
Yeah, pretty much.
And like, what was that song was meant to be like towards in a sense? Do you know by any chance like what the song was actually supposed to be attributed to from the soundtrack alone?
Edge of Green was meant to go for Pegasus form.
That sounds simple with the word green in it. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
because Red Desire was for Mighty Form, Blue Hire was for Dragon, Edge of Green was for Pegasus, oh my god, Purple Pride was the Titan form, and then Rising Your Power to Gold was for Rising.
All right.
So,
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, all those songs didn't get used, but they're all pretty terrific. I think Edge of Green is great because it's actually a calm Sentai insert theme. It's not like a super pump up. It kind of gives you a calming, peaceful nature, much like the awareness of Pegasus form's aiming ability.
Right. I'm actually going to use one that was only used in a movie. The movie made you believe that it was actually going to be sung by the character, part of me actually thought it would be sung by the character, seeing that he had sung other character songs for his role. And that is Horror and Melody from freaking Koryuger the movie Gabarenchu of Music, where they tried to make you think it was a musical, but it effing wasn't, and it was
I know,
disappointing,
they literally said the Kyoryuger's singing, dancing, musical adventure.
and it effing wasn't. And the thing about it
Sure,
was,
it had more insert songs than a
yeah,
normal episode,
yeah, it had
but
more insert songs than a normal episode. But the thing about it that I loved was really uh, how the song starts off really sinister, like Death Ryuger should be. Well, it's like da na 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 na. Like the movie version of it, it's just like instead of having like this nice Zetsuboko Ishi, and there's like do 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 like piano piano, and then it's like no, this one just comes right in hard with the piano, down 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 down, and like it works good because like there's a lot of lyrics that are very fast, very weird. It feels like it doesn't match the music, but it's supposed to go with like that whole satanic thing about D Death Ryuger is very vengeful, very satanic, very evil, and I just liked how it worked with the scene that it worked with. And it's a song that I think is one of those ones where like you could also rework it to be like that badass hero had Death Ryuger actually been like Alberet Killer, where he's supposed to be like that, you know, gray anti-hero where he's not really a hero, but he'll be a hero if he has to be. Because like that's what I was hoping Death Ryuger was meant to be, instead of just being, oh, I'm just an evil Sentai clone thingy, which he kind of was. But like
yeah,
I liked the way that the music worked. I liked the rock style. I'm a huge fan of rock, and I think it just spoke to like how I prefer to hear my music, just being like a bit a mix of like using like either classical instruments on top of like rock, or like melodies that you would hear like from a piano, or say like a violin, or like certain type of instruments that I've either played or had an interest in. It's like how like for example OSTs, like why I like the G Gundam soundtrack is because it's like a weird like jazzy rock style of music because of the saxophone.
yeah.
So it's just like because of how Horror Melody plays off of piano and the rock, it just magic to me, and I just love hearing it. Like I used to use it as my actual alarm. Like I just set it and it would play, and I'd wake up and I'd be like, yes, let's do this, let's fuck shit up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, back to you, Project.
So I'm going back to Sentai. That song Pirate Girls from Gokaiger. These are Gojo Mayumi and Sister Mayo. Gotta give the ladies some love.
Was that
Yeah,
song
Yeah.
actually used in the series?
Yeah, that was it was the Ahim episode. Remember? The
No.
one that was focused on her. They played it and they turned into Decamaster and what's it called? And then I think it was the two Shinken Reds. Like they did the whole like I forgot what it was, but they did pairings. I can't remember the episode, but it was a really good song. I don't know. I guess it just caught on. So if it's like a girl focused episode, I want that song to play.
That makes sense. Like it seems pretty good, like an idea of like what's going on, giving some women some love. You just like the song in general, and you like how it played off of the scene. All right.
Pretty much, because like there was their pairing. Like, it was,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just really good.
All right. Sound out.
Spark to the Sea from Live Man,
All right,
which
going really old.
was Megumi's song, Blue Dolphin. And actually was used in an episode where she was teaching a monster how to dance. But anyways, I think the song's just really energetic, really peppy. Got a great 80s vibe, but it still sounds kind of modern. And I really I really am really glad that, it's one of those female-focused Sentai songs that doesn't suck or isn't too girly and stereotypical, like, high-pitched madness. It was actually, like, a really good, solid rock song.
All right, I had to take a brief second of pause because I realized that it's back towards me, and I'm sitting here like, what's a good insert song that I can remember that isn't me going back to Koyuger, since it had a lot of great insert songs and a lot of great mecha songs that were insert songs. I'm like, what's a series that I haven't brought up yet, or a Sentai series that no one's gonna expect me to say I like the song to? And I think I'm gonna say Reshigatai Tokyo, because the thing I really liked is really like I think the bridge of the song, where it was like dun 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 dun. Na 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 na. You know which part I'm talking about. Sound out right?
Oh yeah.
Like I love hearing that
So,
because one of the reasons why I love that part of the song is usually it would be like those close in low cut frames of where Tokyo would be punching down on the opponent or backhanding them off of him to then slash and lead into the finish. So like I always liked how it actually triggered into like that lead up into the finish when they would play the song when Tokyo would fight. I think it really set up like that heroic mecha, battle that you want to hear in Sentai, and I think it just really fits in. And it was one of those ones where when I watched the episodes, it didn't really clip in my ear because there were so many loud blasts and explosions, when they were fighting, that you could barely really hear the song when it was first debuted into the show. Where when they released it on the CD, you sent me a copy, and I was just blown away with the song. I've always thought it was one of the best mecha songs we've had in like the last 5 years, maybe.
yeah, definitely.
It's one of the best mecha songs, I think.
Yeah.
Or I should say for the main mecha. The main mecha, it's probably the best. Because I can't think of Koi. Yeah, Kirano doesn't have one. I don't remember what Kenjin's was. I don't remember what Juoger's was, but I just remember, Tokyo's, because, like, Tokyo's theme song was better than Koyujin's theme.
It made an impact.
Yeah, like, it actually felt like it made an impact with its music. Like Koyujin's music didn't make an impact. Its supplementary, secondary mechas, those had impacts,
Yeah.
Alright, so, I'm gonna pass it over to Project now.
Oh god, I can't think of anything. Fuck. Okay, damn wheels, put me on the spot, you bastard. You know what? Something from Gaim. What was the song Gaim song?
One, there were three.
God damn it. What's the one for Kachidoki? Is it Kachidoki? Is it Rise
Oh,
Up Your Flag?
yeah, raise your flag. Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Dude, the first time we ever heard that song, it was in the crossover.
That's the only song I can think of. I'm like, what other song do I like that I play on my when I'm driving? Yeah, Rise Up Your Flag.
One of the in quotations themes of Hero Club.
Whoa, Wheels. I'm still working on that. Okay.
No, it's not gonna
What?
be no.
What?
No.
Are you mad because there might be the word whoop whoop?
It's gonna be.
Whoop, whoop, whoa. Whoop, whoop, whoa.
What else do you have to say about the song Raise Your Flag? Rise Up Your Flag.
Hey, oh.
I don't know. It's just a good song. Plus, it's one of the actual guy who's in the show sang it.
Yes.
Hey,
Actor actually sung it. Alright, sound out, you're next.
Hey. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Hot gal muscle.
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
Ooh.
I'm gonna ruin that song for you slightly, cause one time I was watching Gal Ranger, and it was playing, and like a friend of mine said to me, it reminded them of that show that used to be on not PBS Kids, on Nick Jr. I can't think of it, and yet it was a show I grew up watching the hell out of. Oh yeah. To a friend of mine, he thought Gal Muscle's theme, like the intro, the dum dum dum. It for some reason he said it reminded him of Eureka's Castle's opening.
Yeah, okay.
And then like for a minute there, I had to stop, Google it, and I was like, shit, he's right. He's right. But
That's
yeah,
scary.
but that is scary. But I gotta say, I still love the music. It's really great because it plays up the whole gorilla aspect of Gal Muscle.
Oh yeah, like it plays it up hard.
When I hear that, I just think King Kong's showing up out of nowhere and gonna hit an RKO on somebody.
Dun, dun, dun.
What else do you have to say about the song?
I just love it.
Just naturally love it. No, it makes you want to go
Yep.
like throw a coconut at anybody, eat a banana. No.
No, I just love it.
Okay, so this is gonna be funny because I was expecting after Project said raise your flag, I honestly thought you were gonna say Toki no Hana. I somewhat expected you to say Toki no Hana. Found out. I just
Yeah.
like and the thing is I like Toki no Hana because like I like when we actually heard the full song and it starts off as like this weird light serenade like ballad from the Kamen Rider Girls, but then like what in the show it's nothing like that. It's like da na 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 da na na na, and it's like it really like is one of those songs like when you hear it you don't expect it to go hard like if you've never heard the song before, but if you've heard it in freaking Gaim, like the lead in sounds like something very girly girl Like you expect the Kamen Rider girls to
Yeah.
sing, but then bam, it hits you in the face with like just intensity. Almost like the other song they have, what is EXA? Like those two songs are really action go oriented like music when I listen to them. Like I just think that fights are gonna occur, like you wanna fight somebody, I wanna fight somebody kind of shtick, and I gotta say, the two Kamen Rider girls songs, like I said, EXA and Toki no Hana are probably two of my more like favorite ones. Like it's like one of those ones where like I don't know which one I love more. I feel like they're both really good, high intensity music that make you active, whether it be working out or just putting the hurt on some guy who parked in your spot.
Whichever floats your boat, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Project, back to you.
Damn it, Wheels. Okay, wait. I got something. Oh, I know. Cosmic Mind by Astronauts.
Kazumi.
I forgot which form is it for. Which form was it?
Cosmic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was too easy.
I'm not gonna lie. I was probably thinking. Actually, when I was thinking a Giant Step, but
No,
either
Giant
way,
Step
there's
is
a-
when it used the giant shoe.
No,
Endless.
Giant Step was what's it called when he did the LX states. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Giant Step was Alex States.
Although it made no sense for the song, like
I miss
form.
those
But yeah,
days
okay.
we get themes for each form.
But you know how many forms there are these days? Like you know how many
Yeah,
songs they
Bill
would
would
have?
have
Like
60 insert songs.
that'd be great though.
Be like the
Yeah.
O's thing all over again.
I want
Again.
like double action again, where it's just like, oh, we composed one song, but we changed it for each form.
Oh, Shuhei Naruse. I mean, like the entire fucking. But yeah, no, it's a good song. Again, giving the ladies some more love. Watch the next one also involve more women. There's a theme here now.
I mean,
Missing a
I was about to say,
piece
Project
of
likes his hype
me.
songs with women.
Missing piece.
Wait, well, that's your choice?
Yep.
Which song is that from?
Wizard Infinity.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Missing a piece. Infinity.
It's weird because I don't really remember that song, but then again, I didn't finish Wizard. Wait, no, I did finish Wizard, I just don't remember it.
I was like, you cannot make any more hat jokes if you didn't finish Wizard.
No, I did. I just don't really remember that song, probably because I didn't like
And
it.
Good Morning Call doesn't count.
Good Morning Call always counts.
It does not.
It does.
It does not.
Does.
It does not.
It does.
You did not hit her. You did not.
No, I didn't hit her. You did.
I did not. I did not hit her. I did not.
Okay, you done yet?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. So it's my turn, right?
Sure.
All right. I'm trying to think of a song. Like, did it play or didn't it play? Because I always forget this. Did Reverse Rebirth actually play in the show? Because I barely remember even hearing it.
Yes, twice.
Yeah, that's why I don't remember it. I remember I heard the song and I was like, man, this was never used in the show. Then Dark Realm was like, no, it was. And then you were also like, it was. And now you're reminding me again that it was. And I just never really remember hearing it at all. I thought it had a really interesting music video that made no effing sense. And I overall just think it's a song that they should have played more often for Birth, but then again, like, Birth never got his due in the series. Like, it feels like, no, he got his due, sort of, but, like, he never really got his due, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Like, when it came to actually, like, kicking ass, I always felt like he was just there to, like, get his ass beat so O's could, like, just step up his game. Like, he was just there as fodder to, like, improve freaking O's to start doing shit. Like, AG, you're not getting the job done, so I just brought in this, like, guy who can sort of get the job done, but he's gonna get beat, so then you're gonna have to finish the fight. That's literally what I thought of it, you know what I'm saying? It's not like
Yep.
how he could stand on his own. Then again, secondary writers following, what was it? For following Zeranos were kind of lackluster than Zeranos.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, no, I don't say. You know, Axel, where he had his storyline wrapped up in, like, 7 episodes.
10.
10. And then Meteor
And
had
that was when the shows ran slow.
Yeah, Meteor what lost his background storyline in what, like
15.
15? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Cuz Ixa's went all the way up to the finale.
Ixa's was the show.
Well,
Kiva was secondary to Ixa.
which Ixa are we talking about?
Both. Like, the fact that Ixa
Yeah,
in general
yeah.
kind of carried the show.
Yeah, Ixa had to carry the show like Zeranos then, yeah, when you think about it. But Ixa had multiple users, but the main used Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Kiva was kind of secondary.
All right, Project, Wait, no, is it my turn or is it? Wait.
No project.
Just the Beginning by Kamen Rider Girls.
Yeah, the fire dragon form. That's one of the ones I would have chosen eventually. I was just not bouncing around that because I felt like, Santa already did the what do you call it? The
Missing
Infinity.
piece,
Yeah,
infinity.
I rarely remember that one. Ugh.
Yeah, no, neither do I. Because I like because I'm pretty sure I focus more on the other one. Just the Beginning is a better song. Again, just to me. It stood
Yeah,
out
like
to
I
me.
think like out of the dragon forms, just the beginning's probably the best one. But then like the argument I have is with the irregular, basic forms. I think Strength of the Earth is the best one out of the four base forms
Oh yeah,
because it just goes go down 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 down
I like
down
Mr.
down.
Liquid.
Oh yeah, I knew you were gonna say Mystical Liquid or Bless the Wind because I remember you always talking
Blessed
about those the
Wind.
most.
I love Blessed Wind.
But yeah, no. Project's talking about just the beginning. Yeah, it's another hype song. That's really really good. It's like really solid. I just remember when he used it and beat the shit out of Phoenix.
When he sent him to the sun, a fate crueler than death. Because he won't die. That's pretty cold, man.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, I think it's your turn, Sound It.
my turn is another song not used in the show, but was a variation of one used in the show. It's Regret Nothing, Tighten Up, Foundation Ska version.
Wait, what?
Yes, the Regret Nothing, Tighten Up, Foundation Ska version.
What is that, anyways?
It's a scat version of Regret Nothing, Tighten Up.
That sounds really weird.
It's amazing.
A part of me wants to listen to it, but a part of me doesn't want to edit it out of the podcast.
I'll play it for you when we're done recording.
Yeah, you're gonna need to play it for me when we're done recording, because I don't think. Yeah. What?
Yeah, anyone out there that hasn't listened to it, go look it up.
All right. Ah, man. Okay, this one. We're gonna go back now, because like we haven't gone too far back lately. It seems when it comes to Ryder, since Kuga. I'm gonna say this right now. It's Revolution in Ryuki. Like that song was like my go-to song because Ryuki was the first writer I saw, and that was like the first insert song I wanted to have. Like when I was looking around on the net, like it was one of the first actual insert songs I needed outside of like openings to shows. When I heard Revolution, I always knew like shit was getting real and serious because sometimes, like I feel like when they would use Revolution, they kind of used it as like almost similar to the next time on Dragon Ball Z track where it's like dun 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 dun, or say like JoJo and how Roundabout is the actual outro, but they would use it to fade out into the outro too. So like when I would hear Revolution, usually they'd play it, a badass fight scene would either start or was about to be finished, and then it would sometimes just cut to the next scene, and it would be like, oh yeah, and then it cut to the final scene. Like it would be like the lead way into the actual finale, or it'd be like the actual lead way into a finale, like into a scene where they jump over and one of the other characters is like, oh no, he could be in trouble right now, and then it just end, and the episode would be over. So like when I hear Revolution, I think, oh this is the outro, this is the end usually when they would play it. But there are times when they'd play it in the middle of the show, then more intense stuff would happen. But I just remember certain episodes where it actually was like the song to transition into the end, where you were like, oh, find out next time on Kamen Rider Ryuki, that kind of shit. And I always felt like it's one of those songs though that you also would want to play as like a song leading into another episode because that's that dun 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 like that beat like where it's like you and your friends find out, oh no, one of your friends is gonna be like murdered and you're all racing to his house to try to stop the murderer or some bullcrap. Like sounds like a suspense kind of track. Like it induces that ideology that like people are trying to race to the rescue and they might not make it in time, kind of foreseeability or whatever you want to say. All right, then that's all I can say for that. Project U. Watch him say fuck. I'm not ready.
I really am not ready, Wheels. I wasn't ready. God damn it. Does Heartbreaker count as like what's it called? Because it was in the movie.
Oh, what? Wait, which song?
Heartbreaker.
Which one was it in?
I think it's from Double.
Found out. Do you remember the song? Because I don't remember the song. Which double movie was it in?
I fucking don't remember. I used to remember the song. I'd play it right now. But
was Heartbreaker in one of the Return movies?
We'd get demonetized.
Found out.
Yeah, my turn.
Yeah, no. Do you remember the song Heartbreaker?
Oh, Heartbreaker. Yeah, it was movie War Core's ending theme. It was Skull's actor and The lady that did the O's theme.
Oh, it was the ending?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I don't remember it, because I didn't want to watch the entire movie.
Yeah. Yes, all I remember was Skull's actor. I forgot the girl. Is it the same girl who sang? Is it
Yeah,
O's or is it?
yeah, it is the same. Yeah,
Yeah, the O's theme. That's why they
yeah,
did it for the crossover.
that's legitimately
And they each
why.
did their own individual solo edit.
Yeah, that's legitimately why I don't remember this song, because I hate that
There's
fucking
also
movie.
yeah, because there's a hard boiled jazz edit of Heartbreaker too.
Yeah, I have this. I have the soundtrack, so I have both. I have all four versions.
Oh, and
Instrumental.
there's a scat edit of that too.
Can we just say that movie is garbage yet again?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Sound Out, you go next.
For me, I'm gonna pick Stay in the World of O's. Pick Shout Out because Shout Out only got used twice, and that was a shame.
Yeah, that song didn't really get used at all, did it? The Shout to Wasim.
Yeah, no, it
got used
showed
like
up
once.
and then no, it showed up only once, and that was in Movie War Megamax.
I swore it aired once in one of the episodes when Shout to Wa was fighting something underwater in the series.
Yeah, anytime it would fight underwater, it played the theme basically, but that was only like twice.
Yeah, what was the point of that form if it did nothing?
It was introduced after Puto Tierra, so there was no point. But I still love it. I love the design. Love the song. I love the medals.
It's an
Love the
alright.
figure. I
And we
love
love
everything about that.
and we love Mezel too. We love Mezel too.
I think it's because Shouta looks kind of like Blue Beetle.
I always just thought it was a rip off of the Guyver, because you know
That's that.
the light blue teals and shit like that. All right, my turn, right? Yeah, it's my
Yep.
turn. You know, it's sad, Sound Out. I'm gonna ask you to cover me on this one. But what was the name of the insert song always used in Kamen Rider Black? Because I don't have the actual Black soundtrack. I just have the single of the opening and the outro.
Hang on, let me just put into Google.
Yeah,
Black.
because I would think since you have the soundtrack, you would be able to remind me. Because I love how that song just comes out of nowhere. Because I forget that song even exists unless I go back and rewatch the series when he usually has it playing when he's fighting or training.
So no. Hashire toward the goal
Yeah, I think it's that one. That's always normal. It's like one of the
or
few
Black Action.
I'm not too sure offhand. Like that's the problem. Is like there's like two insert songs that always play when he's either training or fighting a monster, and it's usually the one that's used in the middle of the show. You know, like at the very first act, half of the show. And the reason I like it is that it always like a thing where like I said, he's just training, he's just fighting, he's just trying to figure out how the monster works, and that usually leads into it transitioning sometimes into the repetition of the actual show theme song when he actually goes to beat the monster, and I just like how it sets up how the two work, in tandem, or the three songs work in tandem, because I always forget them. And if you got them, Sound Out, please send them to me after the show because I need the black soundtrack.
I will send them later.
All right, Project, back to you.
Wait, I think I got something. I just can't remember the title. Wait for it. What was it?
And we never heard from him again.
Still here. Relax. What's your favorite song? Elements. I'm kidding. That's an opening theme. What was it? What was it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, People with No Name. Who sang that one? I forgot.
People with no name, number.
Is also Rider Trick again?
I think so.
I'm trying to remember whose
That's
song
a
was
good
that one.
Five.
Oh yeah, that was a
Oh,
Five
it's
song.
MC something.
Oh, MC App.
Yeah, that's the one.
But this was also a Five song, right?
It's a Five song, yeah.
Yep. People with no name.
All right. 'Cause I was gonna say, you can always.
My next pick will be another Five song, Wheels, because again, this will pump you up and make you want to like kick more ass.
Is it the Justifies Axel remix for the TV show?
Oh man, Ego, Eyes Glazing Over.
Oh yeah, that one.
I think it's a more far superior song, but both songs do stand out.
Yeah, that one does stand out because Mucha loves Eyes Glazed Over.
Because Mooch's eyes are glazed over.
That's the point.
He is.
People with no name.
All right, Sound Out. You're up.
I do an oddball choice.
Sure, you are an oddball.
I am really. I'm gonna go with. This is a hard choice. I'm thinking. I'm having like a brain fart because I can't remember the name of the song now.
What show was it?
Car Ranger,
Oh, I can't help you there.
the Vic trailer song. Slash VRV Robo.
Oh, you mean the one that? Oh, okay. I was gonna say if it was Vic trailer, isn't it the one you kept telling me is like a rip off of Godzilla?
It is because it goes dun 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 dun. But yeah, no, the Vic trailer theme.
But you got any more to say about the song? No.
It sounds like Godzilla, but like hard rock Godzilla, and I like it. Especially since the first time they went and summoned the Vic trailer, they were fighting very much a Godzilla ripoff.
No wonder they made the song a Godzilla ripoff.
I mean, it was Metallosaurus. So.
Yeah, I know it's Metallosaurus.
Yeah, it was basically a Godzilla ripoff music piece on purpose.
All right, so you're done. My turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
This is gonna be the one because like I haven't touched upon this series yet. I'm gonna go with Ginga no Uta from Ultraman Ginga and Ultraman Ginga S. Okay, so Ginga at times is like one of the more lackluster Ultraman series I've ever seen. It's not bad, but it's pretty lackluster. Ginga S is, more superior than its predecessor. It's, first 13 episodes are crap, but second 13 episodes are a lot better. And when I hear Ginga no Uta, it's a really badass song because it starts out with like and it's like it just goes right into rock, and it gets you pumped. It's like a really good hype song for when like the color timer starts blinking and Ginga's like I'm not gonna take your shit anymore, and just starts like hulking out and like pushing back the monster and defeating it. Why I like it is because when you think of like this song as an Ultraman insert song, it really does fit that whole rising up comeback, like the underdog comeback, especially like with the color timer blinking, and like you could almost insert this song to like a lot of Ultramen, no matter what era, what generation it was. But just because it's called Ginga no Uta, it fits better with the character that is called Ultraman, Ginga. So, like I said, it's a song that really just it's like one of those more inspirational, motivational ones. It's like the best way to say it's like that one line from Rocky that everyone loves about the thing about succeeding is not like what is it it's something about about not the falls, it's about the feel of when you rise back up or something like that. That
Yeah.
Rocky quote that a lot of people like to use. It's like it's okay to fall, but you feel even better rising the fuck up. So it's like one of those things. Like that's how I feel like when I hear Ginga no Uta. It fits like one of those like the rise, like we fall down all the time. It's about getting the hell back up, and that's how I like the best kind of analogy I can put with the song. So that's why I like it. Because like when life smacks you in the face, you smack life back,
Yeah.
and then you just hope that it doesn't call death in on you because you don't want to deal with that shit. All right, Project, your turn.
Damn it, Wheels. I got nothing right now.
You had nothing since we started this call. Don't lie to us.
I wasn't even supposed to be here, Wheels. I had other things to do. I had business. Okay, fine. You know what? Let's see, what is there? Finger on the trigger, Wheels.
The worst song. The worst song
Yes,
is a
come
double.
on.
Yes.
The worst. The worst.
Especially-
The worst.
Especially when Shotaro and Philip do the
No,
actual
that's
song,
the best version of the shitty song.
Wheels is not shit. You're just jealous because you can't rap in Japanese and English at the same time.
You know what? That actually is the problem with that song too. It goes from English to Japanese.
But Wheels, it lets us North Americans sing the song with them.
Finger on the tortiga.
I know. Is that still one of my
Look,
that scene
Wheels,
is one of my
Our
favorite
Marty
ones.
Skrull is doing a song right now. Sing along with Sound Out.
Sing along with. No. Don't remember what I said earlier. Where I need to patent that shit. Shut the fuck up, Zac Efron.
You know what? I'm gonna collaborate with Sound Out to do the Hero Club theme. It'll involve the things you like the woot woot, and then Sound Out singing.
No,
The
you're
music
not.
video, the music video will involve a lot of wine bottles apparently at a club.
Oh hell yeah, we're just gonna be throwing wine bottles everywhere.
We gotta stop him. We gotta stop him, Project. He will bring forth Amon and other stuff.
Digimon? Sure, man. It better be Agumon. If it's a fucking Wormmon, well, actually Wormmon's not bad. The fucking the shit looking one, the turd Digimon. We're not no.
All right, Sound Out your pick.
I'm gonna go with my hometown Jewland from Zyuohger.
Did that even air in the show?
Yep.
Which episode?
It was towards the later part of the show when they were thinking about Jewland before they went to go fight Genis. Because it was the main BGM theme for Jewland was later given lyrics.
Okay, because here's the funny thing. I've watched most of Zyuohger. I just haven't gone back and finished like the last 2 or 5.
Yeah, it was towards the end of the show, and like the last arc leading up to the big fight with Janice.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I've just been, like really like meant to go back to watch those last five, and I just
I
haven't done it
really
yet.
like I really like Geodur. It's one of my favorite shows.
Oh, it's pretty good, even though a lot of my friends are telling me it's mediocre.
I really liked it.
I know you really liked it because we were one of the ones who actually did like it.
I liked it the whole time. Like it wasn't like people were like some people like joined on like halfway and they're like, oh, like when Geo of the World showed up, they're like, oh, this is amazing. I'm like, hey, where were you guys in the first 16 episodes?
Oh, it's pretty much like how you were with TOKU, where you didn't fucking watch it at the beginning and you joined on like 25.
I joined on when Rokugo showed up. And I was like, oh, I should
See,
watch this
it's the
show. And
pot
then I
calling
was
the
like,
kettle
oh my
black.
god, I love this show.
All right. It's my turn. It's my turn, and then we go around one more time,
Yep.
right? Okay. All right. So mine, my, what would be the next to last? You know. All right. So, I guess, I got to do this one for the sake of doing it. I got to do it, guys. Time judged
Yeah.
all because of Taja Dole.
Time judge it all.
Taja, Taja Dolu, Taja.
Time judge
All right, so one of the things
it
about
all.
Not Sun Goes Up, Time Judged All. Sun Goes Up is my second favorite of the insert songs of the forms, but Time Judged All. One of the things I love about it is that really operatic opening, especially like when the Phoenix, the flames and the peacock tail open up when it first like debuted the form. I really loved the overall form in the sense of it's just badass blood like crimson red. It's a phoenix. It flies. It's three birds in one. It's really cool. I like birds. I like flying. Uh, I like red, so it really speaks to me as a form. There's fire involved, so it's another reason why it speaks to me because I like to burn things down. Burn it down.
Burn it
Uh,
down to the ground.
then like other than that, like I just feel like it's a really like song where like you're either like kicking into like that weird hidden potential kind of thing. Like it feels like almost like your subconscious takes over too when you like think of that song because it just thinks like all hell's gonna break loose because of how like badass that operatic opening leads you into. And then the rest of the song's more like, just like a song you would listen to as like you could actually fly, as if you could like grow wings and just, move around the sky and not be held down by Earth's gravity. I don't know why, but I really wanted to make the full Zeta reference, but I was like, no, don't do it. Don't go full Char.
Don't never go full char.
Yeah, because then Lala could have been a mother to me.
Wine bottle.
I'm gonna stop that wine bottle with Lala could have been a mother to me.
It's gonna be a clash for the ages.
The greatest clash, because we'll see if I'm three times faster than the bottle. All right, Project, your last pick.
Oh man. Okay, I think I got something here. Shooting Star from Forza by Everset. So it's Meteor's theme.
Oh, that song is so good.
See, all my songs are all pump up jams, man. I think it's all
Majority of your
Japanese.
songs have been all Forza and Wizard.
Who's mine?
Yep.
Really? No, I'm pretty sure it's a
Plus
mix.
Fies and Kabuto.
Yeah, there you go. And some Sentai stuff. Well, it's
But you
Gokaiju,
but
right?
but you at least had the theme of like Fies and Wizard being the consistent.
Again, another catchy pump up jam.
Pump up the jam, pump it up.
Oh no.
All right, you sound out.
Deca Master, never stop. Yeah, it's about it. That song's amazing.
That's all you can do. You just sing the song and then you just stop. You're like done. You're like, nope, it's over. It's over, guys. It's the best. Got nothing else for you. Me, I'm kind of conflicted because I'm like, do I want to go with a Sentai? Do I want to go with a Rider? Because I got two ideal picks. Is either what is it, Boost Up Beat Buster or Cyclone fucking Effect.
Boost up Beat Buster.
Yeah, like they're both really good, but with Boost Up Beat Buster, you got like that samba like almost dun 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 dun. And it works really good, especially in that one episode where he was like doing like the French masquerade kind of like musketeer look. What was it in the movie? And they played it when he shows up, and you're
Oh yeah.
like, what the hell are you doing here? And he's like, I am Giant No Subasa. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that guy, even though I am that guy. But like,
Honorable mention:
what?
Stinger's song to Champ from Q Ranger.
No, that's a bad song.
That was a beautiful moment.
It was funny because it comes out of nowhere. Just
And
like
then they haven't released it on a CD yet.
It's gonna be on the CD. I heard the one coming out in the end.
In the big box, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's one song though that I gotta make as an honorable mention. Ultra Fusion Rise when it played in the episode that Project thought was the finale to Ultraman Key.
And that was weird.
That was the best shit ever. Project's watching episode 17. He's like, "So, Wheels, is this the mid-season finale or the series finale?" I'm like, neither.
Like, what? The song playing is such a fucking finale song. Why? Why?
Got hit with one of them fake outs. I was like, "Yeah, Project. There's like only 7 or 8 episodes left after this," and you're like, "But why?" And I'm like, "Because they can't afford a budget to do fucking 32 episodes or 40 episode series anymore."
Okay, was I found out where the song for Pirate Girls, the best scene in Gokaiger was when fucking episode 41, when the fucking villain of the baddie of the day is fucking the one who destroyed Ahim's planet.
Ah,
You don't watch
yes. The best Ahim de Familia. Wait,
Damn it.
Product, what was it that one guy once called Ahim once before?
I don't know.
Oh, wasn't it Ahim de Famila? Or something like that? Like the
Oh,
guy,
no.
that one guy pronounced Ahim's last name wrong?
I don't remember. Was it from the CS Toys chat? Or was it Dargon?
No, it was actually a guy from the CS Toys chat. You know, he made vulgar tweets. You tried to punch him.
Who did I try to punch? I punched a lot of people.
Specifically, vulgar tweets that Eugene tweeted us about.
I don't
While
remember.
we were
Maybe
at
this is not important.
while we were at a convention for people
Oh,
in
wait, he thought-
spandex.
Oh wait, he thought I was someone else. And
No,
then-
not that guy. It was the other guy.
Because there's a lot of other guys. Like,
Oh, never mind. Never
just
mind.
name him. Name him in this podcast, Bill. Come on now, name drop.
No, I am not name dropping him. I already name dropped him on the last episodes
And name drop him, and then we take him out.
of the episode.
No, with sound outs wine bottles.
That's the reasoning.
Well, that's a good answer to anything.
I'm
Nevertheless,
gonna drink the wine first, and then you can take. And sound out can do whatever he wants with the bottle.
nevertheless, let's start wrapping this show up. Sound out. Shameless of the plugs.
Well, plugging time?
Yes, just not people with bottles.
Damn it, that was my next joke. Honestly, if you watch this show, listen to this show for weeks now, you know how to find me.
All right, Project.
But
Oh, you still
it's
going, Sound Out?
SoundOut12 on Twitter and it's SoundOut12 on YouTube.
All right, Project, your turn.
Project One on Instagram and Project RDM on Twitter.
All right, it's Wheelchair21 on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. However, Instagram is Taja_Doyle because as the story goes, someone else already had the name since the practically beginning of the freaking app. And in general, for Hero Club, you either see the little symbol on your screen, and you can also hear the other ways to access the site, either in the outro or you can read it down in the description below. Nevertheless, we'll see you all next week with another brand new episode of Los Ingobernables de Tokusatsu without Sound Out and his wine bottles.
Goodbye and good night. Or good day, depending on what time it is, where you're at.
Hey, it's Wheelchair21, and thanks again for listening to an all-new episode of Los Ingobernables de Tokusatsu. If you want to hear more content or see more content from the Hero Club YouTube channel, we're going to need you to subscribe, like, comment with some feedback, and share this channel with a friend. We also would like you to check out our website, hero-club.com, and follow us on various social media outlets just by looking up Hero Club for Life, as well as the stores you see are where we shop. Anyways, thanks again, and we'll see you all next time.